soon, guys. Let me know if you guys have any questions. So again, it's your boy Cobe Rising. Coming for you, coming for you.
Everyone know we the realest, a bunch of go-getters. I bet you can tell I'm the illest. You don't need your fingers to feel it. You know I can straight spit, knock you out with a lady hit. Feel like I'm the one, like I'm Neil, but this is the real life, not the Matrix. I'm about to go ape shit. Ain't no gotta roll out. I know gotta roll out, yeah.
Hey, let go. Hey, let go. Hey, let go. Yeah. Man, you already know we started it off. So we gotta get a little fun with it. Yeah. I think it's a purple shirt. Bringing it out. Get in. What's poppin'? Man, listen, man, we about to get this thing started real quick. Yeah, let's go, man. It's your boy Cobe Rising Raj. You dig? We back at it again with a banger. You dig? Shout out to Queen City Organics. We have the sea moss ready. Now, keynote, if you are in the city of Charlotte, make sure you come out, to First Baptist Park Saturday between 8 in the morning and 11 in the morning. I will be out there talking about and discussing sea moss. That's right. I'll be talking about and discussing sea moss with the masses. You dig? Shout out to my man Ernest in the building, the co-host of the show. What's going on, big dog? This topic is for you, man. So you already know, man. Hey, everybody, we got a live and direct. What's going on, Jay Hutch? What's popping, bro? How's everything been going with you, bro? Man, listen, we got a lot going on. We have a lot to cover. Listen, I know you guys were looking forward to know what's going on with my weight gain journey on a plant-based diet. So just to keep you guys live and direct, we are still on the weight gain. Now, for those that remember, I did go to New York. I went to Fashion Week. You did some networking up there, from a business perspective. And, we got some pretty good results up there. You know what I'm saying? We did a pretty good thing. So I ended up losing weight when I went to New York, because in New York, if y'all don't know, you walk a lot in New York. For my New York folks, my up top folks, y'all know, y'all walk when y'all get to New York. You dig what I'm saying? So I lost about 6 pounds. I lost 6 pounds when I came back from New York. Now, mind you, that was about the second and a half-ish week of September. We are closing into close to the second week of October. I've gained all the weight back. Now we're looking to gain even more. So I think I'm about 6 pounds away from my goal. So that means I'm gonna have to eat like crazy. Now, for y'all that also know, I was on a weight gain last year for my show, and I barely did any cardio. So that was an easier way for me to gain weight. But I did not like the way it made me feel whenever I was lifting. And I didn't like the way I felt on stage. I like the way I looked, but not feel. So I'm doing more cardio this time, but I'm still on a weight gain. And of course, your boy is going to do it plant-based style. You dig? And I'm showing you guys what I'm eating. So now this is a protein pack meal. For y'all that follow my IG, I have been on a meal prep. I picked up a bunch of food. This right here, y'all, is lentils and Beyond Steak tips. Okay. This is about 40 grams of protein right here. Okay. 40 grams of protein, you dig? And this is what you want to eat, or this is what I'm eating for a post-workout meal. I'm also going to probably do a protein shake maybe before I go to bed. Now, I also do protein shake in the morning or for a snack if I feel like it or if I need to, because again, I'm doing a protein pack breakfast. I'm doing a protein pack lunch, snack, and dinner. Okay. So I'm trying to eat about 4 times a day, but it's going to be highly packed with protein. What's going on with you, mister? Yo, but listen, I want to just to give you guys the update of what I'm doing now. If you want to look step by step at what I'm doing, make sure you guys are following me on Instagram at King Alajuwan 21. It's on the bottom of the screen. It's on the bottom of the screen for those that are on YouTube and Facebook. Okay. Now, you can also look at it on Rise and Rise Academy on Facebook. I will be there as well. Shout out to my man Jabari from the Jabari tribe. You dig? Another co-host to the show. Now, let's get into the topic real quick, man. So, live and direct, we are talking about the snack swaps. Okay. And for y'all that don't know, it is very, very difficult at times to snack because we have I think one of the biggest problems when it comes to weight gain and or weight loss is the fact that a lot of us do not have a balance of a healthy snacking specifically. Okay. I think we snack too much and I think we snack on the wrong foods. What's going on, Charmaine? We snack on the wrong stuff. And so I'm going to give you guys a breakdown of what I mean. So I'm going to show you guys a picture of a few snacks that I found on Instagram. Okay. But it's a really good post because the post shows the snacks that are bad, but also the snacks you can go to. So if you guys are on Instagram, switch over to my YouTube at Rise and Rise Academy. Again, at Rise and Rise Academy on YouTube, I'm showing the picture. Okay. Now, if you guys can see, fruit roll-ups, Yoplait yogurt, Smart Food popcorn, Hershey's milk chocolate bar, honey made golden grams, and Tostitos with vegetable oil. Listen, I want you guys to really look at this because most of y'all will look at that top row and think, oh, that's a healthy snack. The top row is actually the ones that get you most of the time. Did I say that? That's right. The top row is the bad row. The top row is the bad row. And I know what you're thinking, like, well, Kobe, I would think Yoplait yogurt is healthy. Well, not necessarily. Oh, I thought that Smart Food popcorn is healthy because it's supposed to be smart food. Well, just because it says smart food doesn't necessarily mean it's smart now, does it? It's a title. And I'm going to show you guys an image of what I'm referring to because it goes into the topic of what I'm referring to. Hold on one second. Let me grab this up. Let me pull it up real quick so you guys can see it. We're going to look at the nutritional facts of the popcorn. Now, you guys can see white cheddar, Smart Food popcorn. You think it's healthy. Okay, cool. Let's drop it down. Nutritional facts: vegetable oil, corn oil, canola oil, or sunflower oil, whey, maltodextrin, buttermilk, cheddar cheese, cheese cultures, salt, and enzymes. Look at this. It's a substance, chemical compound. This is what you would call a chemical-based snack. Whey, same thing. It's a liquid after milk that's been curled and strained, aka the casein. So these are things that are not the best for you. Vegetable oil we know is crazy. There are health risks when it comes to vegetable oils. If y'all did not know, vegetable oils, they include omega-6 fatty acids. Some of them have high omega-6 fatty acids, which may increase inflammation and contribute to diseases. They also have trans fat. What's going on, big dog? And trans fat typically contains or can put you at risk of heart disease, obesity, cancer, and diabetes. And this is not me. This is according to healthline.com and medicine.net. These are cited sources. So I'm citing my sources to give you guys that it's not coming from me. It's coming from the doctors. There's also toxic chemicals in the polyunsaturated fatty acids, which can break down when exposed to heat, pressure, metals, and other toxics. Now, this is different because it's not all oils. It's certain oils. And these aldehydes, and I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, they are or have been linked to diseases like arthritis, heart disease, dementia, cancer, and all that good stuff, right? This is, again, it's not coming from me. It's also coming from cited sources from different health vlogs and sites, okay? So it's not just coming from me on that. And it also, some of them can contain heavy metal. So these are some of the issues that happens whenever you take the vegetable oil, canola oil. Now let's look at canola specifically. We know that canola is not the best. All right. Canola oil is super high in the omega-6 fatty acids, which can be linked to certain issues compared to omega-3 fatty acids. Also, canola oil can cause inflammation due to some of the studies. And the studies cited sources is Medical News Today and BuzzRx. Also, heating the canola oil can create those compounds and can increase inflammatory markers in your foods. Okay. So these are some of the issues that come with that. And there's also a harmful chemical compound. It's called hexane. You dig? What's going on, Bougie? And what's going on with it, Shania? And so what the hexane is, canola oil is extracted into is something called a solvent. So solvent, this one is called hexane, which is made from crude oil. Crude oil, doesn't that sound familiar? Well, crude oil is the same oil that you would get to put in your oil rigs. That's right. That's exactly right. Now, the levels of hexane in the canola oil, they're not as high to be a health concern as what they say, but they question it because of the safety processes. And again, that doesn't come from me. That comes from the cited sources of the nutrition source and verywellhealth.com. Okay. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. I'm like, well, darn, man, all this bad stuff, maltodextrin, whey, buttermilk, and it's coming from, yes, some of your favorite foods. Some of your favorite foods. All right. Ernest says, you said it. And he says, true, especially when they continue too much added preservatives. That's exactly right. These are the added preservatives. Okay. That's right. Wow. I'm telling you guys. So just make sure you guys are doing your research when it comes to this. Okay. Now let's switch it back over to the next one. What they recommend is something called lesser evil popcorn. Now, what I personally recommend is skinny popcorn. That's another good one because it doesn't have preservatives in it. It's straight popcorn that's air popped in a nice healthy oil. This is another good one that's real funny. The honey made golden grams. Okay. Their alternative is whole food ingredients. And the reason why it's bad is because why? Canola oil is in honey made golden grams. Now, let's look at Simple Meals. Simple Meals makes a golden gram that is supposed to be simple. Okay. This is what this is. It's simple. Seed and nut flour blend, which is watermelon seed, cashew seed, sunflower, and flax, tapioca starch, arrowroot coconut sugar, organic coconut oil, honey extract, organic cinnamon, baking soda, rosemary extract, sea salt, cream of tartar, and vanilla extract. And this contains the nuts, cashews, and coconuts. And this looks really good. Let's be honest. This looks really good. And it looks like it would taste great. So it's simply made, and this is the brand that you can do to snack healthy. So that way you're not just bogged down with all these different issues and ailments that can come from the other snacks. So make sure you guys are well informed of the type of snacks that you're eating. Now, I want you guys to pay attention to the comments, okay? This is a great list, but everyone cannot afford these swaps, and it's unfortunate you have to pay more to eat better. Even though I may somewhat agree to it, I have got to be honest and say a lot of these foods are not that expensive. A lot of these foods are really not that bad. And I'm going to give you guys an example of this box of the Simple Meat sweet thin cookies. They're $4. You guys can afford $4 for a pack. Okay? So I don't want you guys to get this misconstrued. All right? This is a very good list because even though food is going up, it's going up across the board, whether you're eating bad or good. The food is not that expensive anymore. So I want you guys to get that out of your head. But this is what's being pushed. And what happens is people start to record it in the comment sections to help spread these rumors. And I'm not saying that person's wrong. I understand exactly what their point is. But I don't want you guys to read that and just automatically assume that eating healthy is expensive. Because if you put two and two together, it's actually not expensive. I'm going to give you an example. I bought a bag of Beyond Meat steak tips, and I bought a bag of lentils. That bag of lentils cost me $3. That bag of Beyond Meat cost me about $8. That's a total of $11. For most of y'all, that's one meal at a fast food joint. Me personally, I can get about 4 meals out of that same $11 that y'all get in one meal for the same price. Uh-oh, did I just give y'all the game? I think so. So it's not expensive at all, but I want to show you guys this because it's a stigma that's being pushed that is not necessarily true. So let's not spread rumors. Let's actually look this up. Let's be informative on this. Now, let's continue on with the snacks. The next one, we're talking about Welch's Fruit Snacks, Nature Valley Granola, Ritz Crackers, Honey Nut Cheerios, and Nature's Bakery Fig Bar. Now, this is so interesting because a lot of you guys would look at Nature's Valley Granola and say, well, it's protein and it's healthy because it's oats, but it's also 16 grams of sugar. It's also 16 grams of sugar. And then what they recommend you do is use another option of 7 Sundays. Do you remember a live we did probably about a couple months ago, maybe even a month ago, where I spoke about 7 Sunday cereal? It's actually a high protein cereal that's got half the sugars in it and it's natural. And these are the things that you want to look at when you're purchasing food and snacks specifically, because your snacks is what can make you or break you. Shout out to my man, House in the Building. Great info. You dig? What's going on, Kiwi? My IG family tapping in. What's going on, Coach K? Definitely look like the post. Great topic from South Jersey. Shout out to South Jersey in the building. Shout out to South Jersey in the building. So I want you guys to understand that we in New York, South Jersey, we in the West Coast. You feel me? Some of us are in Germany. You dig? We have a lot of people watching from the rest of the world. So make sure you guys are representing yourself well when it comes to this internet base. You dig? So shout out to Coach K in the building. And I want you guys to look at this. So again, Nature's Valley granola bar looks like it's healthy because it has protein on it. Listen, look at the ingredients on these foods. It's important that you look at the ingredients on these foods because this is what will tell if something is actually healthy or not. That's right. You have to look at the ingredients on the list. You have to look at the ingredients on the list. And it sounds like it will be healthy. French vanilla protein granola, right? Because you would think in your mind granola is healthy, yada, 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 this, that, and the third. It also contains canola oil. You dig? It has soy lecithin, okay? The natural flavors. And these are the things that are also high in sugar, okay? This has 4 grams of dietary fiber, but it has 16 grams of sugar. But peep this, it also includes an extra 15 grams of sugar. So you're looking at 31 grams of total sugar in that same so-called natural valley, nature valley. See how they get you with the wordplay. Just because they say nature doesn't necessarily mean it's healthy. You need to read the ingredients on the back of it because that's how they get you. You're adding an extra 31 grams of sugar per serving in something that they say is natural. And they're going to get y'all from that. Shout out to my man Ernest. He says, or you can make your own popcorn using oil and salt. Ernest, that's what I do actually. And you can make it by using the air fryer. I'm gonna be honest. So what I use when I make my popcorn, I use the pot on the stove, lightly grapeseed oil, and I use that and I pop it. Probably takes about 5 minutes tops. 2 minutes to heat it up, the oil up, and 3 minutes just to heat the popcorn up. It's the best tasting popcorn I've had. I use the seeds, the kernel seeds, and I pop it in the stove. Light sea salt. It's the best popcorn I've ever had. You dig? Shout out to my man Ernest. He says you better be off switching to organic snacks. And that's true. And the next thing we're going to get to is if you look at the bottom of the list, a lot of these foods are natural foods, like actual whole foods. And we're going to get into that later. Shout out to Coach K. Says, thanks for the shout out. Packaged foods are so confusing these days. Fresh all the way. Listen, Coach K, and I highly agree with you because a lot of us just don't understand because we're just brought up to buy certain things. A lot of us are brought up to just do what our parents did, do what our grandparents did. Because when we say, oh, this may not necessarily be healthy, all they'll say is, well, look how you turned out, or look how I turned out. I turned out pretty good. But in actuality, the food back then is not the same as the food now. Let's be clear about that. So we have to take that into account when we're speaking about this from a health perspective and a fitness perspective, because we're all here to get in the best shape of our lives. We're all here to be informed on the foods that we eat. You feel me? And we can't ignore the fact that we're getting played out here through wordplay, for God's sakes. So I'm not trying to diss Nature's Valley, but what I'm saying is the wordplay is different because you need to look at the back of the ingredients to understand what you're actually getting. Another great one, Honey Nut Cheerios. Cheerios has always been promoted as a healthy cereal, but in actuality, the Honey Nut Cheerio has canola oil and 12 grams of added sugars on it because it tastes really good, but it's also GMO. Uh-oh. Did I just say that Honey Nut Cheerios was GMO? Yep, that's right. If you look at the box of Honey Nut Cheerios, I'm going to show you guys in a second just so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Honey Nut Cheerios is what I like to call bioengineered food. It's bioengineered food. If you look at Amazon.com, I'm gonna see if I can show you guys the side of the box. They probably won't put that on the side of the box because people probably won't buy it. So I'm just gonna look this up. And I'm gonna give you guys a real test. Go to the store, look on the side of the Honey Nut Cheerios box, and let me know if you see the same thing that I see. If you try to Google bioengineered Honey Nut Cheerios, you probably won't see it, but I'm gonna show you guys a picture of what I'm referring to. Let me see if I can try to find it. Here's a better picture. All right, let me share my screen. Can you guys see that on YouTube? Look at this. Partially produced with generic engineering. See that? That's telling you guys that it's bioengineered. This is GMO. This is another word for GMO, genetic or genetically modified engineered foods. If you look on the side of your box of cereal and you see that, what that means is that food is GMO. Here's another great picture of it. Contains if you guys can see this on my screen, look at it. It contains bioengineered food ingredients from General Mills. From General Mills. And it's promoted as a healthy. This is your Honey Nut Cheerios, guys. It's promoted as something healthy. What's going on, Ash? And so, shout out to Coach K. Says you're right with that one. It used to be right. Raised with. That's exactly right because that's how it used to be promoted. Love making popcorn, avocado oil. I like avocado oil too. We're gonna get into that in a moment. And it was glyphosate in it. That's right. It's got glyphosate in it. Correct. And so I want you guys to be informed because these are things that's been promoted as healthy. But if you read the ingredients, in actuality, it is not. It is not. Ernest says true. And wow. See, listen, bro, you didn't think I was gonna get that deep on you because I want you guys to really see the truth of what it is. I'm not showing you guys anything that's false. They're putting this on the box so you guys can see it, but they're banking on the fact that you don't know what this means. So if it contains bioengineered foods or genetically engineered food, then you can bet your dollar that it is GMO foods that you are eating. That's exactly right. Shout out to Point. She says, is there a way, maybe she meant to remember or quickly find out which snacks are healthy versus not healthy? I'm going to give you guys a gem. I'm going to show you guys an app that I use. There's an app that I use on my phone. You guys can download it, right? And they probably should be paying me to do this. But I'm going to go ahead and show you guys anyway. This is a gem that I use. Let me blow my screen up so you guys can see what the heck I'm talking about. All right. Let me do this. All right, here we go. The app that I use, guys, is called the Yucca app. Yuka. There we go. I just had to update it real quick. You know what? And it's making me sign in. So it's going to make you sign in with an email, okay? So I'm going to do that now. And you guys can do this right now while I'm on the call with you. It's going to ask you for an email address and it's going to ask you for a password so you can set it up. You can have your own account. And so you can use this to scan items, whenever you guys go onto your, when you go to these stores, okay? So you can look up things like peanut butter. So this is the Yucca app. So if you guys can look at it, I'm going to show you on my IG first. See how it gives you a grade? So I'm going to give you an example. So we're going to look up peanut butter. So peanut butter, the organic cream peanut butter, Smucker's has a 94 grade. And the reason why it's got 94 grade is because it has no additives. It's organic. It's 100% nuts, protein, fiber, sugar. It gives you everything right here. And I'm going to show you guys on YouTube. You guys can see that. The grade is out of 100. So the closer that you are to 100 is the closer that you get to natural ingredients. Now, if you look at the bottom of it, it gives you the negatives as well, which is what I like. It gives you the best of both worlds. The negatives about this peanut butter is it's too caloric and it's a bit too fatty. See that right there? It's in red. That's calories, and the bottom of it is the saturated fats. Now, you got to put things in perspective of what this means. It is a good peanut butter to have. That doesn't mean it's bad. What it means is it's high in calories. And the reason why is because peanut butter typically gives you high calories, but it's a good thing because it's clean calories. Same thing with it's a bit too fatty. Peanut butter has high fat in it. And that's the reason for it is because of the type of nut it is. It's peanuts, right? So I want you guys to keep in mind of that, okay? Now, you can also have bad things too on the list. So you can even look up things like, cereal bars, different granolas, but these are only going to show things that are good. But I challenge you guys to go to the stores and you can scan your item. And so the Yucca app is this little carrot. So if you guys look on the carrot, that's what it is. Shout out to Prosperity in the building. What's going on? Man, we got everybody tapping in today. So I want you guys to challenge yourselves, go grocery shopping and use the Yucca app. And I want you guys to scan something, okay? And let me know if you think it's healthy. This is a really good topic, you guys. All right. That was a really good question, too. We're going to get back to the snacks. Now, here are some, and I'm glad Coach K mentioned this, too, because she mentioned you want to keep everything fresh. What I like to do is, and this is what I'm an advocate for, I'm an advocate for keeping things whole foods. If you guys know me, then you know what I specifically talk about is being on a whole food, mostly plant-based diet. Okay. And so I'm going to give you guys some recommendations based on the post here in IG. So here's some whole food snacks you can use: fresh fruit, Greek yogurt, hard-boiled eggs, guacamole, veggies plus a sauce. And a sauce is something more natural, something like hummus. They're saying organic cheese, nuts and seeds, nut butters, homemade popcorn. Shout out to my man Ernest. He's talking about air popping popcorn. That's what I use. I use those same kernels with the light oil, heat it up. All right. These are whole food snacks that you guys can do. You guys can also follow the IG at the top for these recommendations. Okay. These are some better cereals. Remember, I gave the better cereal 7 Sundays. This is one of their recommend. I like 7 Sundays because it's a whole protein cereal that is protein cereal, excuse me. And it's a whole food. These things barely have a lot of ingredients in it because it is a mostly whole food type. Okay. So I want you guys to really jot that down and, just be informed of what's going on and how you guys are snacking. Okay. Your boy, Cobe Rise and Rise, I snack on protein shakes, plant-based protein shakes, vegan protein shakes. And that's because I need my protein. All right. I also snack on skinny popcorn, skinny pop. So I want that to be known that what I do. So if you guys just want to copy what I'm doing, that's what I'm doing. Another snack I use is cashews. Cashews is another great snack. Now, do I indulge in chips? Yes, I do. But I would recommend you doing kettle chips or the air pop chips. Like Cape Cod has a really great brand of chips because it's not as bad. It's not as bad. Okay. So just keep in mind those things because this is what's going to help you snack great across the board. And keep in mind of your vegetable oils. Keep your vegetable oils to a minimum. And if you have to use oil, shout out to Coach K. She said avocado oil. You got to get avocado oil, olive oil, coconut oil. These are the oils you want to use whenever you're eating your foods. If you want to use oils, you do not have to do them. But if you're going to do them, do them the right way. Do them the proper way. And guaranteed, you're going to feel better. Your body's going to feel better internally through your organs. And the things that you don't necessarily see is what it is going to benefit you on. Okay. So I want you guys to keep that in mind on your health journey. I think this was an amazing show. And I think this was a great topic to pick because a lot of us have a difficult time with snacking. We just don't know what to snack on. So rewatch this video. I think it was a really good video take. If you guys have any questions, make sure you guys are messaging me on King Alajuwan 21 on IG. You guys can also message me on Facebook at Rise and Rise Academy. You dig what I'm saying? We're going to get up out of here, man. I appreciate everybody for joining in on the topic. And you already know what we're faced with an obstacle. What we do, y'all? We rise and we rise. You dig? Peace, man. Everybody have a great time. And let me give a shout out real quick because I know that we're going through a lot in this time because we have the Hurricane Milton coming up, going through Florida. I just want you guys to pray for Florida during these times. We don't know how this is going to look, so just keep your prayers. Keep Florida in your prayers as they go through this crazy phase. Keep North Carolina, Asheville at your prayers because they're going through a phase right now, with Hurricane Helene. So if you guys are offering any type of giving to these states. Put your comment below so that way everybody can see it and join in, and we can help, just really help our nation out, because again, we're all here responsible for each other, and I think we're just here to help. So that's one thing that we're going to do here at Rise Academy. You dig? So I wanted to give that shout out. Anyway, peace. I hope you guys have a great week. Keep tapping in with me. And if you guys are interested in coming Saturday to the workouts, it's going to be a workout out there. It's going to be a vendor out there. I'm going to be out there talking about CMOS. First Baptist Park, Charlotte, North Carolina, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Come through, meet me. I'm going to have my CMOS jars. It's going to be live and direct. You dig? Let's get up out of here, man. Peace.